I'm going over some of my favourite places within Venio, especially if I think there's some really deep stuff down there. Anything potentially fraudulent, because I don't know there's anything there, but if I find one nice coin, there might be more, so why not come back? So this is my favourite spot. This year I found some really good stuff here, and some friends of mine, one in particular, Lucky Matt, found a nice hoard here. It's not really a hoard, but a purse drop, a pocket drop of 2 or 3 coins from 1790. So I'm back, but look what I've found. Look at that, they've been killing ents here. But fortunately, where I want to go most is behind that lot. And maybe, just maybe, these guys are going to be churning this up for me to come back later, maybe bringing deeper stuff to the surface, I hope anyway, and not leaving a lot of metallic trash behind. But anyway, isn't it sad to see trees being cut down? I think it's sad. Anyway, I hope they're not going to take the whole lot down. In this day and age, nobody can afford to keep valuable woodland going. They have to cut it down and put a load of conifers up. I mean, it's a tragedy, but that's modern economics for you. But anyway, let's get to the treasure before they do. Now, while we were finding my friend's iPhone on his wrist, which is actually picked out rather well by the pinpointer, we ended up finding this little bit of a bullet. So it's very hard to pinpoint for most people, including myself. I'm totally useless at it, but it does take a lot of practice, and even then you'll be bad at it like me. But this is what we found, a bit of gunk. But onwards, we're looking for, actually, hold on a minute, maybe that's not a bit of gunk. I need to put that in my pocket, because remember, I found that Charlemagne coin around here, and it was a tiny piece of twisted metal. Oh, and this is a what? A tiny piece of twisted metal. Hope does spring eternal. Well, the inventor just detected this at about 4 inches, which is minuscule. Now this tiny, tiny little piece, I'm wondering if it isn't another one of those, or part of one of those Charlemagne coins. It's such a tiny piece, but it looks like it might have something written on it. But we'll find out later. If I don't lose it in my pocket, it's so tiny. So we got a pistol ball at about, I don't know, 10 inches, I guess. And it was good that we got the differentiation right. So I'm learning this machine, getting the knack. It's a heavy old machine. 2 people get exhausted pretty quick, let alone 1. But anyway, we got the pistol ball. This is where I have to video and do a good job videoing at the same time. Musket ball. Hey, musket ball, yay! So this is about 7 inches down, and I'm thinking this is a coin. It could be a button, of course, but there you go. Blimey, it should be a button this thickness, but it's not a button. And it's getting dark, so it's going to be the last. This is thick. It's got to be a seal, surely, but it's too thick for not thick enough for a seal, and it's too thick for a. Oh, it's a button, isn't it? Is that a button? It must be a button. No. Maybe, yeah, hold on a minute, there's a hole there, isn't there? Hold on, let's... Mystery item. Because you don't have holes in the middle of buttons. Ooh, that's interesting. That's not a washer. That is not a washer. It could be a washer, of course, but it's a coin with a hole in the middle of it. Why wouldn't it be a washer? Lead washer, maybe? I don't know. It's getting dark, so I suppose we're going to have to kick it in, but that's good. That was about 10 inches down. So, although we haven't found much in 2 hours, 2 round balls and this mystery item, they were very deep. So that's a very, very good sign for the detector and also for this site. The search for the treasure goes on, but tonight the sun is falling. You must get in before the zombies of the woods come out. So, tune in next time for more adventures from the Forest of Treasure. Hey, first coin. You should have heard my co-detectorist yell in pleasure. He had a coin-gasm. But it's our first coin in about 2 hours. We nearly gave up about 10 minutes ago on the basis it's getting dark, but these cameras are so good at being bright. Anyway, there's a little denier tournoir from 1600s, and it wasn't too far down. It's about 3 inches. But yeah, great to get a coin. Now we want a pot of them. Pot of coins, please. Well, it's New Year's, and I got some friends down, and they have absolutely no idea how to metal detect. And they've got a couple of my Deuses, and we're going out to see if we can find some treasure. And over there, one of my friends has got a 90 signal, which means they're going to get an iron ring. No, it's not actually. It could be actually a really nice coin. And why haven't I found it on this field? I've been beating this field to death for 7 years. But we're on our way to a bit where I haven't beaten to death. And, of course, you can find stuff on the way. And there they go, looking for treasure. Hey, I'm going to hook the world on treasure hunting. And right by my hammered coin spot, I've got this little bit of bent metal. I don't know what it is. It looks kind of hinge-like, but it might not be. Who knows what it is? I'll clean it up and see if it's anything. So this is the coin my apprentice has just found. It will be a double tournois or Liard from somewhere between the 1600s and 1700s.
Wow, that's quite amazing. So how much does it cost?
I don't know, you materialists. It's priceless.
Wow.
Now, if you wanted, well, this would probably be, I don't know, $1, €1 in value terms for them. There wasn't a lot smaller coins. There was coins up maybe half the size. If you wanted to sell this, you wouldn't get much for it. You'd maybe get $1.
It's slightly irregular shape as well, yeah?
Yes, that's right. It's hammered. So it's not made by a machine. It's made by hammered, a set of copper planchets, which are just hammered between two metal plates.
But how do these coins end up in the field like that?
Lots of people ask that, and it's a very simple answer, but you have to take yourself back. Now, how many people would have worked this field?
Well, hundreds probably.
Yeah, there you go. So you have dozens and 50 people wandering over a field 3 or 4 times a year, actually doing manual work, maybe with pocket change, because this is pocket change.
Yeah.
They lose it. So in a field like this, you might have 1,000 coins if you can get to them, because a lot of them would be deep. But this would have also been half filled with houses. Because actually, this wouldn't have been one field, it would have been multiple fields, small fields with houses in it. Because all these people had to live somewhere. Now, all those houses are gone, they're all been ploughed in. So you're actually going over people's houses as well. So their little gardens, they would have lost small change there.
By the same logic, then you should be able to find many more coins in the streets of a town. Yeah, because that's
Well, you do.
Many more people would
You do. If you go to New York and you look at the roads, they are literally paved with coins.
Really?
Absolutely covered in coins. And I know because I ran the New York Marathon in 2005, because people run across the road being scared of getting hit. When the small change falls out of their pocket, it falls on the road, they don't go back for it because they're going to get run over. So the whole of the roads, all the way from the start line to the end line in Manhattan, all the roads are embedded like a sea, a carpet of coins.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the best place for treasure hunting, of course, is the city here.
Well, absolutely. Mudlarking in the Thames, for example, is the best place to treasure hunt in the whole of the world, practically. But if you could get onto the roads of New York with a screwdriver and not get run down, you could take out $1,000 worth of quarters every day.
Wow.
So this is my other Lucky Matt friend who just found that Liard, who's found another one. There we go. That's where it is. You detected it here. No, you haven't. Where did you detect it?
Yeah. That was it. You stuck it there.
It was actually moved. There it is there. No, it's not. There it is. There's a coin there, look.
What the hell?
See?
Yep. Wow.
So go get your coin.
Yeah. It's Matt's coin, it's not mine.
Well done, Vitali, for pinpointing Matt's coin.
Nice.
This is a double tournois for sure, which was pretty much on the surface. I've been over this part a few times this year and I didn't get either of them. So anyway, well done, Matt.
Let's see. Oh, lovely.
16th century, yeah?
Yeah, 1560, 1650.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Very generous.
Wow.
Very iffy signal. And I've been teaching my friend with his detector over it to teach him some detecting and some settings. But now I've dug it up, it's looking interesting. Ooh, okay, not a thimble. I thought it was a thimble at first. And it could be a shotgun cartridge. Oh yes. It's the curse of the shotgun cartridge. Maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, I think that's a shotgun cartridge. I think, Vitali, it's here.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you can pick up that earth underneath the pinpointer. Just pick it up in your palm. Right, now put the pinpointer in your palm. So it's not in there, is it?
No.
So now go see if you can find it roughly again. Now, underneath your pinpointer, that's where it is. So grab all that earth in a macho grab. Yeah. And keep it in your palm. And now check your palm. Well, there you go. So touch that. So it's not that. So get rid of that. Touch it. Touch some more. So it's kind of around here.
Yeah.
So touch it at the back of your palm. Touch the earth. Right, touch the earth on the back here. So it's not there, right? So get rid of that.
Ah, I can see it. I think no, or maybe not.
You think you can see it, so just check it, right? Okay, so what you think it's this, yeah?
Somewhere here. Yeah.
But it isn't, you see. Now, so where are we? There it is. There.
Ah, you're right.
I've got better practice at this. Now let's have a look at what it is. So this is
A button.
a spindle whirl, which is an ancient method of spinning. Hold on a second, boys and girls. I'm going to blow the middle out. So this is a spindle whirl. This is Vitali and Matt's first spindle whirl. Now that
Wow.
would go on the end of a spindle, and you would use that to spin string. Now, at some
So what
point,
time are we talking about?
1500, 1600, can go back to the Roman period, but generally that will be maybe even a 1700s. Now, at some point you're going to ask, how come there's so many spinning devices in the field? And the answer is that you spun string and you sewed your sacks shut with it.
Oh,
So you'll
right.
find lots of thimbles and you'll find lots of spindle whirls, because the women would come and sew sacks, and they would weave and they would spin the string and or the thread with spindles in the field, and then they would sew up the bags.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And that's why there's so much of
Remember.
these in the
Okay.
thread.
That's yours.
You put more work into it than I did.
Oh, no,
It's
yeah.
all yours.
Now, is that a coin? Is that a hammered coin? That could be
Looks like a full snail.
a hammered coin or a false nail. But I think it's probably, just disappointingly, a bit... Oh, no, actually, that's got gilding on it. That's got gold on it.
Oh, wow.
Gold gilding on it. So that would be something or other. That's just something or other. I'm going to put that in my pocket if you don't mind.
No, absolutely.
And then I'm going to clean it up
That's
when I
all
get back.
yours.
The treasure magnet has found another coin. It's an 89, so I'm going to use my new detector on it. It's called the Nozenio. Oh yeah, I can smell it. It's copper and it's 4 inches deep. So let's get it. So let me sniff it with the high frequency. It's a 77. Which is an interesting number because that is not a strong copper signal. And it's not small, and it's here. Yeah, I'll do the sniffing, you do the digging. Yeah, there you go. Just top it to one side. Fantastic. Well, let's use this one. Try there. With a 40. There you go. Okay, let me help you. So check that. Right, that's not there.
Oop.
Now what you would do is when you drop stuff, some people do this. They go, and then of course it was in there and you can't find it again, or it takes
find
you
it again
forever.
in a year.
So you just drop it.
Oh, there it is.
You just drop it down. And this is a musket ball. It's a round ball, nice round ball actually. Treasure magnet, Matt. Nice one.
Still there.
Yeah, it is definitely still there. And you did the right thing. You didn't throw the mud away. You just kept it nearby just in case you were wrong. Right, so it's in your hand now. Now, if you'd like to come over here, we'll search for it together. Now, put your thing on the back piece. Put it here. Try not to put it on your watch.
Okay. So it's here.
No, your watch is probably there.
Oh.
But put it on here just in case. Right there, it was your
Nothing.
watch. No.
So, still there.
So I'm going to take this away. And I probably just dropped it. Go on, check. There, good. Check.
You got it.
I got it.
There.
So drop that. Drop that.
Trial and error, classic. Yeah.
Open your hand so I can put it in it. It's going to fall out of your hand if you don't make it. Yeah, there you go.
And I can unwrap it.
Yes. It's a bit of. This is something I'm not quite sure what it is. It's a clip of some sort. You find them quite often. It clips onto something. It's some kind of fastener.
Clip.
It's modern.
Yeah. It is modern, isn't it?
Yeah.
Relatively.
Yeah.
Remember last time we found a big nail from the roof, remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah, big roof tile.
Yeah.
So Treasure Matt has found a beam nail.
A what?
A beam nail.
Beam nail.
And that's a nail that would hold your house together. And that would go into a big beam like the one over the top of the castle and enable you to nail it on. So see the size of it. So that would be, you know, a 9-inch nail or maybe a foot long with a big head on it. And that's a beam nail. That's why it came up almost like a proper signal, because that's so much iron. And it's circular as well. And they're actually really nice things. That would make your day if you dug that up in Virginia.
We ain't in Virginia no more.
We ain't in your town no more, son.
I ain't from around here, boy.
93. 93 I'm getting on it. 87.
Right, so we've all had a sniff, and HF says 82, and that's going to be a, well, I was going to say a bronze of Napoleon III, but this baby is so sensitive it could be a double turn noir. It could be anything, but I'm saying it's a double turn noir, but it just might be a bronze. Come on, Mr. Pinpointer, do your poking. Yeah, we'll probably need a spade. It's in that rubble to your right. There.
Oh.
Check the ground again. Yeah. No, it's not there. It's not there. In fact, I can see it now. Underneath that rock is the coin. Underneath
There,
there.
there.
Now, don't try to bend it, please.
There you go.
Because if it's silver and very precious, you'll break it in half.
Oh no.
It happens. And in fact, a lot of us find coins and then we try to straighten them out in the field because we can't bear the
see
thought of
what
them
it
being
is.
bent, and it snaps. I've seen that 100 times. I needed it myself recently. So
Very
there's
silver.
the coin, and that is a coin which is called a denier, which is like a penny, American penny, and that's from the middle of the 1600s.
Wow.
There you go.
lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
And the silver,
No. Well, I hope this is not what I think it is, because I'm going to be terribly jealous. I might actually have to murder the person and bury him. Because that's looking very, very odd shaped, and therefore you know what viewers, what that might be if it's really odd shaped. Oh, it's going to be, isn't it? Is it going to be? No, it can't be. That would be too...
yeah, it can be antique.
Well, it's definitely old. It's a question of whether it's Roman or not.
Oh, that's what I meant, yeah.
It's looking very Roman. Hold on a minute, I must be imagining it. Is that a hole in the middle? Someone else has got a coin. You've got a coin. Phew. It's a post-war 5 centime coin. Not Roman. If it was Roman, I wouldn't be responsible for my actions. I would have to be sectioned. So, you know, talk about cutting your own nose off to spite your face. But actually, that's a 5 centime. I would have loved if it was Roman, to be honest. But, you know, it would have been... How many times I've been up and down this field, over the 10 years almost, never found a Roman, but it didn't half look Roman. You know I love my Roman. You can have it now. So this is coin magnet. Coin magnet Matt.
What does it
say
mean?
4 candle.
4 candle.
Yeah.
Ah.
4 candle. 4 candle. It's a fork handle.
A 4
Handle
candle.
of a fork.
It's a joke. It's a metal detecting joke. It's a 4 candle. So we've got a bit of 4 candle here. Not spoonage, but we've got a 4 candle. 4 candle. Well done. Well done on your first 4 candle.
That,
Thank you.
well, Christine found it. Not
And Crystal's 4 candle.
Thank you.
Take the rest of it out. Here we go. Break it in 2. Wave one of them fast below that coil. So it's there.
Let's check this one.
Yeah. So break it in 2. Try not to break it into 100 pieces. Right, that's good. So it's in there.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Try the other one. Okay, try that one again.
Both. They're both.
No.
It's in there. So split in 2. Just past half
Oh,
it.
there it
Yeah.
is, there it is, there it is. Okay.
What is it?
No idea.
Ooh, that's a bit of a buckle. So that's a bit of a buckle. That's been smashed by the plough. Yeah.
Oi! Can I do your pointer instead?
Yeah, sure.
That's a big wog. There you go.
Maybe it's the one right at the front on your right.
Oh, right there. Good job. All right, let's open this back. Oh, I feel it. Here it is.
Hey! Mr. Luck! I'm gonna change my name to Matt. All you Matts come here and find all the coins. Nice. This is a denier.
Another one.
Well, that's what the field's full of. Small pocket change. Didn't have many gold coins to start throwing around, unfortunately. Or lose, for that matter. So pocket change is what you find. Wallet change, much rarer. Or purse coins, much rarer.
Let's keep going.
Just keep going, let's find more.
Let's clean this field up.
I'll put this in my pocket then for you. Treasure Matt has got his first solo find without me pinpointing, telling him what to do and how to do it wrong.
Now you have a pinpointer.
And he didn't have a pinpointer. Look at that sound. Anyway, he's gone uh-oh because he's got a nice one. And it's a nice big coin, it's a button.
Ah.
It comes to us all. A nice button, nice flat button, look at that.
I thought the squiggly things coming out of the top were like some kind of groovy coin.
Well, it's a groovy button maybe. So yeah, it's got a nice pattern on it. By the time I rub it, it'll all be gone. No, we will find out what that pattern is later, but that's nice. It's a nice button. Congratulations, first 1700s button
Hey, excellent.
from before that terrible time when our colony left us. I got a coin here at last. Everyone else has been getting coins. I've got one now. Ha ha! And here it is. Doesn't sound like it's going to be very deep. But it's deep enough. So we're going to have to dig that. So let's get digging. There's more clay down here. It's harder digging. What's that? That's a bit of rock. So, we're guessing that's out. Guessing being the operative word. Sure, he just pinpointed it, but hey. So it's either there or on the end of my spade. And that's going to be a lead seal, isn't it? A big old lead seal. Oh, it's got a lot of detail on it. A bird poop of Peru. Matt has got himself a round ball,
Round ball.
which the detectorists in the UK, quite wrongly, will throw away and consider to be junk. I love them, because if you think about it, what would that have cost? A little bit more than a couple of coins. So it's a nice thing, and that's a musket ball, a round ball, a musket ball, and it doesn't look like it's been fired. It's a dropped round ball, because you imagine you're walking around here with your hip flask on, you've been guzzling your cognac, and you've shot at something, hopefully missed, or you know, hopefully got it actually. You probably feed that night, but you take another one out and whoop, you drop it. Easily dropped. So there's a lot of dropped round balls because it's fiddly to reload, particularly if you've got a musket under your arm, you've got a box of gunpowder in your hand, you've got a blocked up nose from all the running around in the cold weather, and you've had a bit to drink. You're going to drop a lot of these things. And they did. And then we found one. Well done, Matt. Treasure Matt strikes again. So we've got a surface find here which we kicked about. Check where you've come from.
Yep. Still there.
Check where you come from. Yeah.
Oh. Damn, it's hard to get, man.
Well, if you have to do that with it, it's not in there. It's loose. Back there. Now you're pushing it around, you're going to fire it somewhere and never find it again. There it is in that loose material there behind the pinpointer.
Right there.
Yeah. You still broke the rules.
Still didn't check where I came from.
Yeah. So grab it again.
Oh, hallelujah.
Now, if you want to make it easy, we'll do it together.
Yeah. Please.
Now, there it is.
Oh. I wonder it was registering everything.
Bird on the wire. Junk. It's about time you found some of that. Oh, that. I wonder what that is. It's a spring-loaded something.
It's like an art pretzel.
It's an art pretzel. You got it. Well, it's getting dark. It looks like daylight on the camera. I keep saying this, I know, but it's really getting pretty dark here, so I just dug it up. But here's a coin in situ. And there it is. And that's the impression of it. And that's a little denier. Oh, it's burnt to blazes. It's so sharp and thin. Not going to be anything on that. But that is a denier of 1500s, 1600s maybe at the latest. Nice, we like that. About time I found a coin. Now I just got a ridiculous gold signal, which means I'm just about to dig up a piece of horrible rubbishy foil. But it was a ridiculously good gold signal. I don't really know what one of them is, but it's 33 to 34 on the dais, and it should just go oink, 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 oink. That's a ridiculously good gold signal. Of course, it's going to turn out to be a load of old crud. I pronounced that right, didn't I? And therefore, you're not going to video it at the end of the day when you're knackered and the sun's going down. However, I've got a flash of something. It's not gold, it's not going to be gold, but it's definitely not a bit of crud. As far as I'm concerned with this bit of mud in my hand, and I've only seen a little flash of something metallic. So let's go see what it is together and find out it's a load of old crud. But it could be something special. 1 chance in 50, I've got to say. Let's have a look. It's coppery to me. But of course, let's just take it out. There it is. Oh, now I found a medieval badge of the Black Prince, not very far from here. It had gold plate on it. See, it's not heavy enough to be gold, but it's a copper platey thing. And it's a load of old crud. But it's weird. It's weird. It's now coming back to me. There was like some sort of weird battery thing shattered into a million pieces here when I came up here many years ago. But on the other hand, that looks like a pattern, doesn't it? So this is mystery item number 2. Now I'm going over there to where those houses are, or house, which is the field of nothingness. And I've only been on there once and found absolutely nothing. I can't believe there's nothing there, because it's right by those cottages. And those cottages should have had people going back, living there hundreds and hundreds of years, and they should have been, you know, dropping coins now and again. Then I'm going down there to where I found all those coins a few days ago and see if I can find some more. And I'm using the Deus high frequency coil because it's nice and light, and I also fancy it finding some interesting stuff. This is incredibly unexpected. I almost didn't bother bending down to search for it because it was on the surface. And on the surface, and a very, very low number means that it's going to be foil. But this is a setting for a piece of jewellery. I think that's what it is. Or maybe it's a ring of caps from a cap gun. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So this is some sort of badge, and there would have been some rhinestones or something in there. That's rather good. Well, that's the high frequency coil for you. It picks up all sorts of stuff. It takes no prisoners, that's for sure. I wonder what it's going to turn out to look like once I cleaned it. Now this is quite interesting. This is a deep lump of massive iron, and the Deus X35 with a big coil picked it up. So did the Invenio. The high frequency coil, on the other hand, nothing. And that's on deep. If I go really slow, you can see it's getting, no it's not, maybe something. It's giving it a little bit of a chirrup, but not much of one. So that's interesting. Here we have a coin. I thought it was one, but I'm not too sure the HF. what I'm finding. But this is definitely a coin down there, so let's get it. There's an inflation money one. It's 1 aluminium franc from wartime, maybe? 1942. And that may be dodgy Vichy money. It may not be, I don't know. We'll have to see when we clean the back up. Well, first finding this whole field. Glad there's something here. Well, I don't think that's a silver strainer. I think it's a piece of stainless steel something or other. Mind you, it's bent up, which is not very stainless steel-like. Well, I'll give it a wash, but I don't give out much hope for it being anything but a bent bit of not silver. Interesting. It was a very low conductor, that's why I don't think it's silver. It's like 40, and silver would have been like 95. Tiny copper washer, about 8 inches. Yep, this field is all trash and no treasure. Don't know what it is, probably junk. But it's going in the pocket anyway. Very civilised deer staying off the crops. Well, at a good half a mile, this is the first signal I got, and I'm hoping that's a bit more than a flat bit of lead, which it most doubtably is. Could be a bottom of a spoon, I suppose. A bit of spoonage. It's a very big signal. But I can't see anything on it right now, so I'm guessing it's nothing. But I'll put it in the pocket, wash it off, and see what we've got. Well, it's a beautiful Christmas day. Not finding a sausage. But I don't care much. So basically 3 hours and nothing to show. But that's the way treasure hunting goes quite often. But you get a nice walk, you get plenty of exercise, and there's always a chance of the big one.